This is what I be talking about when I say people just say anything. So for the ones that know, I posted a video on hip hop and how the younger generation doesn't appreciate it, how it should, and then I also put it on TikTok. So it was a lot of comments. One dude in particular got to talking to me, and we got to a comment where we were talking about social activism and how it's incorporated in hip hop and the people, the key players who are a part of that and who are a part of that. And the dude said to me, he said, comparing hip hop to social activism is a bit of a stretch. And that's when I was like, bro, we are really losing recipes out here. This is a grown ass man, by the way. By the way he was talking and how he was describing these time periods, I assume he's older than me. I assume he's a brother too. You know what I'm saying? This gotta be a brother. So seeing him say that kind of made me throw up in my mouth a little bit. You know what I'm saying? Like I was sickened. I was hurt. I'm like, nigga, what are you talking about? You know what I'm saying? Hip hop at its core is not only about creative expression, but social, economic, and political expression. It's always had activists. It's always been tied to the struggle and the expression of the suppressed. What are we talking about? Like, this nigga saying that disrespected so many of the trailblazers. I'm a weirdo for saying that I put Tupac in his contribution to black militia, black activism, prison reform, public speaking to communities, and being a part of community building. I'm wrong for saying that this hip hop giant, this man that mastered poetry at the age of 25, this individual who had a great influence on people who felt unheard, people who felt broken, people who were dealing with trauma, people who were looking for racial identity and in empowerment. You know what I'm saying? This guy right here, who included that in all of his music, who was able to engineer that to his generation of people. You telling me that I can't compare him to a Marcus Garvey, to a Malcolm X, because he did hip hop? Because he was a rapper? Because he spoke his message through song, through poetry? I can't compare him to Malcolm X, to Martin Luther King. Okay. The same man, due to his lyrics and his presence in the community and his political stances, had all type of FBI files regarding his name. I can't compare him to these other social activists. Okay. Heard you. I'm like, comedians could be social activists too. He's like, be that as it may. I'm like, bro, see, no, be that as it may. No, yeah, exactly what the fuck it is. It's not about the occupation. It's about the message. This is just how they get their message out. We gonna say Dick Gregory isn't an activist? And if you don't know who Dick Gregory is, go ahead and do your research, please. I guarantee you they won't say that. And the reason I say Tupac is an activist myself, and it's stamped to be fact, is because he was walking in that fucking struggle. He was in these community centers speaking to the people and speaking to these leaders, these community leaders, black leaders, militia, helping create reform programs. Dick Gregory was in these marches. He was in these fights, fighting with police and guard dogs and shit. K9 units and niggas trying to discredit these black men, and then trying to say that hip hop isn't connected to that same struggle, to that same message, nigga, what are you paying attention to? This is what I mean, bro. They really a part of the problem. This is a problem with not only the younger generation, as I knew that when I said it, but I'm a part of a younger generation of people who consume music, and this is what I'm seeing firsthand. I already know some elders, you know what I'm saying, who speak like they don't have sense as well, who don't really give a fuck about the culture as well. But like, damn, bro, he really spoke. He really, like, this nigga really proved my point. He proved my point. You know what I'm saying? Like in a 2-minute conversation, he proved my entire 5-minute point in 2 minutes of speaking with him on 3 different topics within the grand scheme of my message. I don't understand. I don't want to start rambling off, man. I just wanted to speak on that real quick because it just goes to show that not only is it a disconnect and a certain level of disrespect for hip hop, but we really have people that have platforms and they're allowed to say anything, and they're the reason why other people will feel like, hey, I'm gonna join that hive mind and just go ahead and copy and paste that same thing the other nigga said just for attention. And then they end up getting influenced at a certain point, and we end up in situations like this where a black grown-ass man can say activism is not a part of hip-hop and that it's a stretch to say so. All right, my nigga. Move away from me, bro.